fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your co-main event.
Now, ladies.
My name is Devin Flores. I'm 23 years old, and I fight out of Def War, Tampa. My motivation is just to be the best fighter I can be. You know, I want to go out there and any challenges that I may face, you know, I'm looking to overcome them. I think my fighting IQ is higher. I think also that I am faster and I can put my combos together better. Come out, be ready. I'm ready to fight.
My name is David Pierluissi. I'm from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, and I fight out of Wing Chun Science in Tampa, Florida. I've actually been wanting to fight Devin Flores for a while, if you guys didn't know. I've watched you fight. I've seen you do your thing, and personally, I don't think you have much for me in the striking game. I'm not expecting much out of you when we step in there, so you're gonna have to make me humble. You're gonna have to humble me. You know, I'm gonna come in with a big head. I'm gonna come in confident. And I'm coming ready to fight. I hope you do too. So like I said, you're going to have to come in there ready to humble me because I honestly don't see you beating me.
And there he is, Peligroso himself, David Pierluissi.
And based off of a recent Google search that I just did, Peligroso means dangerous.
It does.
So he's coming out here to be just that, Peligroso. Spanish for y'all.
Peligroso translates roughly to the dangerous one, the bad man. And he's here, Pierluissi. He has a 1-1 record in Muay Thai kickboxing, a 1-1 record in MMA. Representing Wing Chun Science. And you saw him enter with the ski mask on, and you see cornered by his teammates there, also donning the ski mask. As tradition in the Wing Chun Science team locker room.
Speaking of Wing Chun Science, I think we're going to get some wings after this, right?
Different kind of science.
Oh, okay.
Different kind of science.
I'm hungry.
Last time we saw Peligroso was unfortunately in a shortcoming at Combat Quest 25 where he went up against Caleb Nelson in a fight that went to decision. But before that, 2 back-to-back victories against Samir Abedrabo, 1 in Muay Thai kickboxing and 1 in MMA.
And the red corner, Devin Flores.
Now, Peligroso has gone up against some great talent and has had some great fights. But this right here is going to be his toughest opponent to date. The undefeated, unfazed Devin Flores. This man is undefeated in boxing, undefeated in kickboxing. He holds 2 victories in both of those. And he has been competing consistently. This man has barely had a break. He's competed in Combat Quest 21, 23, 24, 25, and is now competing in Combat Quest 26. You see him cornered here by his team in Defiant Warrior, Def War MMA. One of his teammates who competes later on tonight in Combat Quest 26 are Genis Castro, another experienced MMA fighter. Some dangerous men coming in from Def War Gym, and that includes one of the forefront fighters in Devin Flores.
Now, I got to go with Devin because he's coming out to Russ, and I'm a big Russ fan. So
Yeah, absolutely.
This song, Kill 'Em All, that's what he's looking to do. So far, he's killed them all. He's killed all his opponents, and that's what he wants to continue to do today.
Absolutely a well-rounded fighter who's here to show us.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to rock the cage! This is your co-main event of the afternoon in the style of Muay Thai kickboxing. Fighting out of the blue corner with a win-loss record of 1-1 by way of Wing Chun Science, David Pierluissi! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner with a win-loss record of 2-0 by way of Def War is Devin Flores!
Now these are 2 gyms with some dangerous competitors coming out of them. Peligroso Pierluissi in the blue corner, and Flores in the red. Here we go, co-main event underway. And we're in the 120-pound division. The 120-pound division is something to behold here in Vigilant MMA. I mean, across the board, whether it's Muay Thai kickboxing, whether it's MMA, the 120-pounders never, ever disappoint. I mean, we've had people like Markavian Williams, we've had Rudy Isidro, Steven Orozco, now names like David Pierluissi and Devin Flores, and Flores is teeing off on Pierluissi. Pierluissi able to get a shove off, try to get some distance put between him here. Flores with a beautiful level change. And Flores, you see the grounded boxing stance from Flores is where his roots are. Competed extensively in boxing, as I mentioned, undefeated in that sport as well. I mean, just two impressive talents here today.
Both fighters have 4 fights under their card, and they both have the experience. They're both looking to come out here and just build off of that.
No, absolutely. And I mean, both of them have competed in different styles of fighting as well. Both haven't been just grounded to one discipline. Flores has got to be one of the most versatile fighters that we've had here in Vigilant MMA. I mean, comparable to someone like a Keith Hart Jr. Keith Hart, someone who won an award for competing in all 5 disciplines that Vigilant MMA had to offer. And Flores is someone who's not far away from that. Big left hand landing there from Flores. 10 seconds left in this round. Great head movement here from both competitors.
Nobody
there's
really,
the end of the first round.
Nobody really separated themselves in this first
No,
round.
yeah, definitely both guys seem very even-keeled so far. Very even matchup. Both guys are still trying to find that pace. Nobody has really taken the driver's seat so far. They're both kind of fighting a shotgun right now.
And both sides, both corners are going to tell them just that. You really got to separate yourself. You don't want this to go to the judges. Take it from me personally.
No, absolutely.
You don't want the judges to make the decision.
No.
You want to go out there and
never leave the fight in anybody's hands but your own, ever. Flores looking like he's catching his breath, taking in those instructions from his corner. And here we go, round 2 of action here between Lopez and Pierluissi. Nice kick to the body there from Flores, but Pierluissi making him pay for it. Fast and furious action from these 125ers. Oh, and
we got to stop the fight for a little bit.
unfortunate low blow there. It was definitely close. It happens every now and then, especially, of course, in kickboxing where, kicks to the body are so frequent.
I mean, both of these guys were throwing. Both of them were letting it rip and were both active, and it was just one of those things.
Yeah,
he didn't mean to do it.
Yeah.
He wasn't aiming for that.
Right.
Just with both of them being active, both of them throwing and moving their bodies.
It's bound to happen sometimes in the exchange. Under these rule sets, Pierluissi has up to 5 minutes to recover from said shot if needed. The clock is stopped. The clock will be put back to when the referee called for the stoppage. And we'll continue once Pierluissi is up and ready. As mentioned, 5 minutes. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, go to vigilantmma.com. That way you can purchase the pay-per-view. It is not too late. We still have a whole other half of the event to go after the main event. We still have some MMA bouts coming up. Do not go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Again, vigilantmma.co.co, vigilantmma.co to get the pay-per-view. Or if you want to be here in person for Combat Quest 27 and you don't want to miss out on any of the action, you can also go to vigilantmma.co. There's information there on tickets, on pay-per-view purchases, on how you can get your hands on all of those, or subscribe and become a member to Vigilant MMA. That way you do not miss out, ladies and gentlemen. VigilantMMA.co is the website, or if you go to Vigilant MMA LLC on Facebook or Vigilant MMA on Instagram, you can find out information there as well. In the meantime, a quick shout out to some of our sponsors, people like NPC Credit Repair, Battle Buds, Team Reaper, and of course a huge shout out, thank you to the Dallas Bull for allowing us to host this event here as always. Make sure you check all of our sponsors and the locations out.
Dallas Bulls used to people coming here to get down.
Absolutely.
This is just a little bit of a different get down.
A little bit kind of get down, absolutely. Pierluissi taking all the time he needs, deservedly. It was a hard shot.
And while our fighters do wear cups, that's not protecting from a straight shot.
I was going to say, anybody who's ever worn one and taken a shot there knows. Still doesn't feel pretty. And we're back underway, ladies and gentlemen.
Some sign of respect shown by the fighters. They know, both of them know it wasn't on purpose.
Right. Beautifully timed kick. Beautifully timed kick there from Pierluissi. Drops Flores.
Both have a little bit of energy back. They were throwing, they were swinging, they were fighting, and that break, it helped both of them get a little bit of energy back.
Right.
And honestly, I might do that if I'm ever in a fight again.
Overhand left. And I mean, it's one thing to think it's some rejuvenation, it's some time to breathe in between rounds.
And think about what you've been doing.
It's also can turn into an adrenaline dump. There's that break in action, and you were prepared to be fighting and scrapping, and all of a sudden for 5 minutes you have to stand there. And you see a little bit of a welt forming on the right side of Pierluissi. Those kicks have been popping in from Flores. A nice one lands there on the leg.
And when a fight is this even, you got to find what sticks, what is going to set you apart. Those leg kicks that that Flores is throwing, that's going to be one of those things that the judges are going to see.
Right.
And his opponent's going to feel.
Nice pop there from Lopez, right as he was mentioning it. And both fighters not hearing the bell, and I can't blame them. They were both locked into this fight. You can see the welts forming on the side and on the leg on the right side for Pierluissi. You know, quite literally wearing the wounds of the war. And Flores looking pretty good. You know, he's been in this position before. Both fighters have. You know, going to this third and final round. They've both been here. They both know what it takes to get the job done. We're going to see what they're going to be able to do.
And it might not be the most exciting way to do it, but honestly, Flores just has to keep working with what's working, throwing those kicks, landing them. That's points. The judges see that, and it's pain to Peligroso.
Absolutely. I mean, chips away at the base. Everybody knows that a lot of the power, especially in a sport like kickboxing, comes from the legs. Cage doors are sealed. This is the third and final round of your co-main event for Combat Quest Boxing 1. Pierluissi trying to go for the dump, but Flores did a nice job of answering with one of his own. And it's rare to see two left-handed fighters going at it against each other, two southpaws. I mean, Big shot landed on the body there from Flores. Pierluissi trying to answer back some shots of his own.
Flores is really working those kicks, really working them to perfection, and honestly just has to stick with it.
Right. And I mean, you could see Flores' head movements, his level changes are all so fluent, and that definitely comes from his boxing experience. Flores really moves like a boxer.
He does.
His base, his stance, and the way he's generating his power is all comes from his boxing training.
Just then we saw him slip one and land one.
There's one thing though, I mean, the welts on the body of Pierluissi unfortunately are a dead giveaway of the damage he's taken. But I mean, the game face on Pierluissi would tell you differently. He looks like he's perfectly fine. He looks like he's entered his first round.
He looks like he's still just as peligroso as before.
Absolutely. Both fighters letting it fly here in the final 10 seconds of the round, and that's the end of it. What a battle here for two absolute studs in the kickboxing game to give you your co-main event for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, we're going to have to see what the judges are going to have to say and what was one of the closest fights in the entire evening.
Honestly, I'm split right down the middle. If I had to pick, I'd go with Devin Flores. He was just a little bit more crisp, a little bit more clean, a little bit more polished.
Right. We see a little bit of a replay here and some of the timing that we were talking about, the movement from Flores. Pierluissi getting a nice counter out of the break.
Check. Yeah, we live, baby.
All right, ladies.